Hi everyone, I hope you've all been well and are looking after yourselves at this time. So my topic is nutritional lunchbox meals, which has had an addition of an early years community garden and recipe blog where families can feel welcome to assist their time in the garden or simply add their family favourite recipes to nurture the community amongst all families. So this idea came from my value and love of good, fresh food and sharing a meal. So my parents every single night ensured that we ate together as a family. We still have family dinners nights, and at the moment we're FaceTiming sharing what we're eating because our time together was precious in my parents' eyes. We laughed, we cried, we played games, and that's where the dinner table is where everything happens, where your parents tell us the big traumatizing stuff like your dog is going to be put down, or the pinch me are these real moments like we're going on one big family holiday. Although I never truly was thankful and valued the sitting down and eating a meal, and especially good food, until I went out on my first prac. I was in the metro area. My mentor teacher said to me, I know it's part of the AITSL standards to engage with the school community and build relationships with all teachers. However, we do not eat in the staff room. On our break, we eat with the children. Upon asking why, she said many of these children don't eat meals with their families at night. Some don't even get dinner. She really wanted to emphasise the enjoyment you have from sharing with food and eating a meal with friends and building an open relationship with the children. So this is the time, recess and lunch, where you can have something funny with your teacher. You can tell them something that's upset you or something really kind. Also, she emphasised the discussion of where our food comes from, as many children didn't have that, and healthy eating options. Eating those meals with the children, I got to know who they truly were, and it really warmed my heart. So that is why I've created this website and community garden blog, to ensure children are not only getting nutritional meals and we're supporting parents to show them meals, but nurturing a sense of truly being a part of community, connecting to one another, nature, other cultures within their classroom, and then basically the connection is through something we all love, and that is food. Another reason is, to my understanding, many parents feel judged and overwhelmed by what to put in the children's lunchboxes, or simply do not put anything nutritious in. So this blog will give parents in my class I'll provide this blog, to parents in my class and anyone within the school community, taking the pressure off, knowing the variations and recipes on here are teacher approved, because some feel that pressure. And basically, I'm handing out this website to all parents, those that don't provide nutritious foods won't feel judged as well. So this is a reflection on Bronfen Brenner's ecological model, systems working together to develop and nurture children, and within the community garden, that's got a Reggio Emilia approach, working together on a project, problem solving, documenting and learning, and basically depending upon how the community garden grows, the end goal will be the children creating a long table morning tea with goodies around Christmas time for their parents. So now I will talk you through, this is my blog. I've put an overview here. So this is the lunchbox. So it should be simple. It should be easy. I've put an emphasis on the importance of food needs to be food that you pack that your children enjoys. So if we click down further, we've got variations for crunch and sip, recess, lunch, and just a little overview on an after school snack. So if we click down here, we've got crunch and sip. So it's an Australian initiative to get an extra serve of fruit and veg into children. It's simply, so there are various variations below. This takes the ease out of parents too, because we've provided them with a list, as many might feel, like I said before, overwhelmed that it is not school approved. So some schools in the past have removed food from children's lunchbox. That's why some parents have made fearful. So here are variations, and highlighted in blue, here's the hummus recipe on the blog, which I'll take you to next. So our next one is recess. Recess is basically a mini meal for our children to snack on a piece of fruit or veg, to have a snack, a fruit or veggie that they enjoy. For example, the zucchini chocolate muffins with a piece of fruit is a great variation. It's perfect. So for example, if you make 20 of these muffins, you can freeze them. There's half a child's recess for a month. So it's just making that understanding to parents that it is really simple. Then we have an overview of lunch. By the time lunchtime rolls around, children want to play. That's another reason why I've emphasised on making something with your child, or make it enjoyable, or you had a yummy dinner, so make it the leftovers. If I don't like something, I wouldn't eat it, so why do we make the children do the same? There are many meals, so lunch can be so much more than your traditional Vegemite and cheese sandwich. And then last of all, we have after school snacks. I encourage parents to encourage their children to eat leftover food, to educate and give the knowledge of food waste. Obviously not going to make them eat a ham sandwich that has been left in their bag on a 35-degree day. But it needs to be, yet again, simple. Hummus, carrots, a piece of fruit, some veggies, a glass of Milo, something they enjoy. And then we also have a tab, before I go to the lunchbox collection, we have a tab of Australian government nutrition pamphlets, which then it will load. There's a vast range of information there where the parents can get direct information from government resources, which they can click on. So then we can go to the lunchbox recipe collection. So a lot of these recipes are my mum's from when my brothers and I were young. A few are from myself, and I did take a few from the Crunch and Sip website. This is where families will be able to add recipes or submit new ones. I also want to make an emphasis that I am not a nutritionist to parents. It's just providing clarity and understanding that lunchboxes can be simple. It can be made ahead. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. No heart-shaped apples here, or crown sandwiches, or processed packet foods. So we've got a vast range of recipes. Obviously, before we upload or provide our school any recipes or families, we need to make sure we're meeting all allergy requirements. So, for example, the zucchini chocolate muffins you can make with your child. They're a great one. We've got a chickpea pasta salad. Make double of it and pack it in your children's lunchbox the next day. So that's really easy. There are quite a few recipes that I've placed on here. So then, if we then go into the blog, so this is a blog for the children. It is a child-led blog. It is to nurture the understanding of food growth, nature, and the valuable resource food is. Alongside this website, I've set up a community garden in our outdoor environment, which will be linked to this website through this child-led blog, where we will share garden progress and what we've cooked with our veggies. So this is linking the children to the natural environment, their well-being. It links curriculum links with HAS, English, maths, with the measurement in cooking, and science, changing from solids to wets, changing from liquids to solids once cooked. The principles like that. So every week a child will have the job of the garden and cooking photographer, and then in the literacy rotation a group will be provided with a guided writing lesson of what has occurred in the garden this week. Together as a class we'll brainstorm what's occurred. Then the children in the lesson, we'll have 4 or 5 children in the literacy group be selected to write it. So then once they've written it, together as a class, we will complete a whole group edit and upload. This is also connecting the children to ICT and understanding different text forms of their changing world, and connecting to people through a different community. One might have a grandparent overseas, yet they can write comments on this blog and make a connection and know what is happening in their classroom. Then we have a contact section where parents can add recipes for the blog, submit a time to assist in the garden and cooking activity. So this blog is for continuous growth and building of a family and a school community. Sharing ideas, recipes, thoughts, growing together through acquiring knowledge about gardens, new recipes, new cultures, and communicating with each other. So it's basically taking the pressure and the stress of families. There's a vast range of recipes there that are school approved, you could say, and nutritional, and are good for the child. And that is why I decided to create this website. I hope you guys like the idea. Also the blog section, if you don't have enough room for a garden, you can create a herb garden. If you have chickens at your school, make the blog about the chickens and the recipes egg-based. The blog can be a life cycle of a chicken, and stuff like that. So it can really be implemented in various different ways. Thank you so much, and I hope you all keep safe and be well.